You have your idea for an artwork and now it's time to get started. Maybe you have no clear idea or picture in your mind of what you want it to look like. Maybe the opposite is true and you know exactly what you want your artwork to look like and see it perfectly in your mind. Regardless of what you do or do not have in mind, it's time to start putting your ideas down on paper. In another video, we've discussed the importance of thumbnail sketching for artists and exactly why they do it. Watch that one if you need a refresher. I don't always start by drawing. I write lists. I list things that are important to include in the drawing and things that I want to remember to try. Writing lists gets your creative juices flowing and takes the intimidation out of a blank piece of paper. It also helps me organize my ideas. My list included important objects to the drawing, different perspectives I wanted to try, and different shapes of the final composition. Let's sketch. My idea for this illustration is to have a young girl having a tea party in a steampunk-style hot air balloon with exotic animals. My first sketch tries this from a straight side view and shows the majority of the balloon ship. The best place to start is with that very first idea that popped into your head in the early planning stages when you were writing your lists. Thumbnail sketches are meant to be quick, rough drawings that show the overall composition of an artwork. Thumbnails are not meant to be finished drawings. Use basic, simple shapes to stand in for or represent objects and figures. At this stage, you're just trying things out. Different angles, different positions, different objects. My second sketch is a tall, skinny layout. In this sketch, we can actually see the tea party. In the first one, we didn't know what was going on. In this way, my idea is evolving through the sketch. This sketch also highlights another important part to thumbnail sketching. It's important that you try different layouts or shapes for your composition. This is the box, rectangle, or other shape that your drawing lives in. Try square, long, wide, tall, skinny. Your first idea may not be the best layout to show everything you want in your drawing. It might not communicate your idea to your audience right either. That's why it's important to try out lots of different layouts. My third sketch is a side view, but slightly looking down. It's also farther away from the characters and scene. In thumbnail sketching, you want to think about the angle at which your viewer is looking at the drawing. Are they looking down, up, straight across? The way you sketch the composition tells the viewer how they are seeing the drawing or the scene. Try different vantage points or angles for your viewer, including up, down, bird's eye, or over the character's shoulder. Get in close. Be farther away. Changing the angle can also help you tell the idea or story of your drawing better. For my fourth sketch, I tried a composition that looked over the shoulder of a character. At this point, my idea evolved into a girl having tea at the same setting, but with flightless birds. This angle is more intimate. It allows the viewer to be up close to the characters, as if they're at the party too. Thumbnail sketching is all about exploring lots of different types of compositions. Composition, in sketching, is the placement of the important objects of a drawing within the layout shape. It is the arrangement of the elements and principles of design. Check out the video series on composition for more guidelines and things to consider. Strong compositions communicate with the audience. They tell your idea or story clearly. Think about if your composition visually reads, or can the audience make sense of it? After you've done a few sketches, it's time to stop, take a look at, and reflect on what you've created. Sometimes revisions and redirection is needed. Ask yourself, are my sketches communicating my idea? Are they fun to look at or engaging? What do I like and don't I like? What's working? What needs changing? On reflection, I realized that I was trying to do two very different ideas in the same drawing. I wanted to show the whole steampunk hot air balloon, and I wanted to show a fun, silly tea party. I can't have both and still communicate my main idea. I decided to break the drawing into two separate ones, one establishing shot that shows the whole balloon ship, and one more intimate tea party shot. My current thumbnail sketches explore the tea party idea in more depth. There are multiple ways to make revisions. Take what you liked from different sketches and combine them to make a new one. I did that here in my 5th sketch. It's my first sketch, a side view, but closer to the table. Change sketches to make them work compositionally by moving characters or objects around. Edit things out that don't work. Add things in to more clearly communicate your idea. Change the perspective or angle. Revise, revise, revise. Enhance, enhance, enhance. Keep working until it's just the way you want it. It clearly communicates your idea, and it is strong compositionally. Remember, your first sketch is more than likely not your best, and that's okay. Thumbnail sketches get better as you draw, analyze, revise, and enhance. My final cleaned up thumbnail sketch is a further revision of my 6th sketch where I changed the perspective on the ship. The viewer can see the silly tea party and connect to the character's emotions, can see the balloon ship, and can tell the setting. I moved the horizon down so it looks like we're higher up and changed my overall layout shape. Make sure to practice.